What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to a dose of Pokemon. If you're new to the channel, hi there. Today I want to talk about Pokemon card investing and some mistakes to avoid in 2025. And one of the reasons why I put this video out for you guys is also, as I'm explaining, I'm also putting myself into account too, as if I'm talking to myself and explaining to myself some mistakes to avoid in 2025, because I've been collecting for a couple of years now, and I've also made some mistakes along the way. So I want to share with you guys my experience in doing so. Pokemon card investing, it's continuing to grow, but just the general popularity of Pokemon is also continuing to grow, and there's increasing demand for rare and valuable cards. And it's become a lucrative venture for many. Now, I'm the type of person I won't go to like Target and pick up every single Elite Trainer box that I see on the shelf. I'll only pick up one or two and make sure there's plenty for others to pick up as well. Right when the pandemic started and there was a whole Pokemon craze going on, there were scalpers in front of my eyes picking up sets and boxes and wiping the shelves off. And I'm not that type of person. So I'm still not only just invested into collecting, but also just invested into enjoying the card game itself. But anyway, navigating through this type of market, it can be a little bit tricky. Sometimes there may be pitfalls waiting for someone who's unprepared. So hopefully I'm going to just share with you guys some mistakes to avoid. One is obviously going to be overpaying for hype. There's a lot of overpaying for hype, and right now I'll tell you this: prismatic evolutions, for example, like let's go to prismatic evolutions, because this is a great example. Prismatic evolutions right now, I think, is pricing wise is also super hyped. It's just way high up there. I mean, look at this. This is the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box. It's, first of all, these people who are selling for $395, market price $398, low sale price was $300 with a high of $500. People who are selling this, they must have already been able to pre-order it themselves. So they already got some that are pre-ordered, because it already says it's a pre-sale item. So they're gonna probably have to get their hands on it and then resell it. But for $395, for $300, $400, when you can pick this up for 60 bucks, I don't think it's worth picking this up for $395, because at some point I do believe that the Pokemon Center website will restock these. At some point they will. Now when they do, it's probably going to sell very quickly. But I still don't think it's really worth picking it up for $395. There's a lot of hype for this set. It is a good set, I understand, but I don't think it's worth paying this much. And there's some cards in here that, especially with the Japanese equivalent to Resto Festival, there's already cards that are $300-$400. So that's one thing. You don't want to fall into the mistake of overpaying for the hype. If it's like $5-10 bucks over, 15, maybe even 20, I understand. But for this price, I don't see anyone. I don't know why anyone would buy for $395, for example. Like, if you brought this price to me, I'd be like, nope, I'll wait. I will wait. Whatever the case may be, I will wait. In fact, we go back, let's take a look at the regular Elite Trainer box that's going to be sold in stores. This one is much lower. Current market price of $103, so $104, but still, $104 for this, which is normally $50 at retail price. I don't really see a reason to buy it. So I would say avoid the hype. Don't overpay for the hype. Another thing is the fear of missing out, which is in short FOMO. Sometimes the fear of missing out, so if you missed out on a Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box exclusive, that's okay. This FOMO, sometimes it can lead people to buy cards impulsively without proper research or due diligence. So like, I mean, if you missed out on the Pokemon Center ETB, that's fine. Don't go and pick this up because, I'm gonna miss it again, and just pick it up at at a much higher price. Wait a little bit. There's no need. It'll eventually come out and it'll eventually release. You'll soon be able to get it. You have to, with these types of sets, you want to still keep your eyes peeled out. And what I usually recommend is as soon as a set is unveiled, shortly after, the Pokemon Center will put it up on their website for pre-order. They did that with Prismatic Evolutions. I should have made a video talking about that when it first was unveiled, but I didn't, unfortunately. So what I would do is as soon as a set is unveiled, and this can be for the upcoming set Journey Together, as soon as that's unveiled in English, quickly go to the Pokemon Center website to make sure it's up there. So you can pick up either a booster box or you can pick up a Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box for $59.99 for its market value, for its MSRP. That way, you won't have the fear of missing out because you won't need to be going out other places paying a premium, paying an upcharge, 50, 60, 70 bucks. You can pick it up at its current MSR retail price. So don't fall into the fear of missing out. Another thing that I kind of want to just really dabble on quickly is grading. Now, I personally have not graded any cards, but something I'm hopefully looking into sometime in 2025. Granted, with my other, hopefully if I can kind of iron everything out that's going on in the background and the back end of these videos and the channel, I plan on grading at some point. But I'm not ignoring it. It's just budgeting, because you do have to pay for grading. And sometimes you may pull a card that has very good conditions, whether it's the centering and all that stuff. You may have like a 10, PSA 10, but you'll never know unless you grade it. So the condition of a card significantly can impact its value. And a professional grading service can also provide these assessments. So like, I'm gonna go to Surging Sparks. Let's see if there's a PSA 10, and let's do price high. So we go to the Pikachu EX. I want to pull up, view more data. Filter sales. Don't remember if there's actually PSA 10s in here. I could be mistaken. That might be from Collector, the app. But it's definitely going to be up there with a PSA Pikachu EX. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to off-screen quickly pull it up. But yeah, grading is definitely something I would not avoid. It's something I personally, and the reason why I've avoided it personally is budgeting. But hopefully in 2025, it's something that I plan on at some point doing. Now, I guess GameStop works with PSA now, so you can send your cards through GameStop and they'll kind of send it to PSA and whatnot. Let's see, graded holofoil PSA 10. Wow. A PSA 10 is going for 1.18K. A BGS is going for 9.5 is going for 1.2K. A Gem Mint CGC is going for 851, and a tag at a 10 is going for $1,000. So yeah, it's 1.18, 1.2 for grades. They are going for a very good amount. So they're definitely going for a high amount. So don't miss out on grading. Now, in doing so, let's go back to Surging Sparks, for example. You want to invest in the right cards, and you want to know, obviously, just the basics, like the rarity, conditions, and all these stuff, centering and whatnot. So you want to know these things, like what's a special illustration rare? What is a hyper rare? What is like even the boxes, what is a booster bundle? What is a elite trainer box? What is a booster box? Things like this. How many packs come in a booster box? How many cards come in a pack? Just simple things. You want to know these stuff when you're investing. And you want to identify the cards with long-term potential in those sets. Like, is this Pikachu EX from Surging Sparks going to have a long-term potential? Is it going to continue going up in price? Well, it's only been out since like October, so we can look at this graph right here, and it's been sitting in the high 400s. Low sale price did have 278, granted. That might be a Japanese one, but everything else is like in the 400s. Someone's selling a lightly plate for 475. So yeah, I mean, let's go to view more data, filter sales, and let's do just near mint. So near mint is going for what? Market price 463. So yeah, it's sitting up there, and you want to make sure and follow these graphs too from time to time. So it's important to follow them as well. Focusing on cards with a history of strong performance and a potential for future growth, it's crucial to sustain that investment. And you want to diversify your portfolio. So right now I'm screen recording, but off screen one day I'd like to show you my entire collection. Now I don't have a lot of vintage stuff. Actually, I barely have that many vintage stuff. I'd love to have more. That's why I want to try to diversify. But you want to invest in different sets. You want to invest in different eras. So the Scarlet and Violet era is the current one we're in, but you also want to get Sword and Shield. You want to get Sun and Moon, X and Y, Black and White, Diamond and Pearl, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Platinum. You want to get these much, much older sets. And these may mitigate some risks, but you may also get even more return. So what I like to kind of recommend is whenever a set comes out, at least what I do, according to my budget, is I will pick up 2 Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes. I will open one up and I will keep one sealed. That's just how I do it. Again, you can pick up 2 and keep both of them sealed. You can open up both. That's up to you, but you also want to budget accordingly. If you can afford a booster box or 2 booster boxes, 1 Elite Trainer box, whatever it may be. That's what I do, at least right now. Hopefully, as my budget continues to grow, then I'd like to add a booster box to that. So from each set, I'll have not only an Elite Trainer box, a Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box, but I'll also have a booster box. Those are the main products I would invest into, and I'm gonna make a separate video of what products exactly to invest in 2025. But again, these are different. You wanna invest into different sets, different eras, even singles. You want to invest into different singles and watch long-term these graphs. Has the value gone up? Is it trending? Is it going to continue to go up? This is what you want to look for. And then obviously with all of this comes patience. For me, it's not too bad because I just hold on to them. But holding on to your investments, you want to just hold it off. I see it long-term, and that's what it is, at least for me. It is a long-term investment. I don't really touch it. Once I buy it and I put it aside, that's really it. And I'll use the collector app to see the graphs slowly rise and watch my products slowly rise in value. You also do want to resist the urge to sell, which is like avoiding impulse selling decisions, and stick to your investment strategy so you can reap those benefits of long-term growth. And then this one's important, riding the market trends. You have to follow the market trends. Now, if you are not really heavily wanting to invest into it, then just when each set comes out, pick up an Elite Trainer box, pick up a booster box, call it a day. Just very simple. You want to have something from each set, an Elite Trainer box, a booster box, call it a day, and move on. But if you're really, really going to get invested into this and really maximize your growth, you want to stay informed about market trends. You want to adapt to your investment strategy based on these emerging trends because these can enhance your long-term success. So building a successful Pokemon card strategy. You want to set clear goals. Now, I'm on Surging Sparks, but we can definitely switch to Terrestrial Festival. You want to set clear goals, defining your specific investment goals and objectives. Now that I'm recording this video in 2024, like a week before 2025. However, if you're watching this in 2025, you want to make sure you already have your goals, whether it be personal goals, work goals, life goals, whatever it is, investment goals. And this one, you want to be specific. How much do you want to invest into? How much growth do you want to see in your Pokemon card investment? These are crucial. That's going to help with your investment decisions. You want to, again, huge important thing is establishing a budget. You have to set a realistic budget and stick to it. Sticking to it, it's essential for managing your finances and avoiding impulsive purchases. So many times that I went to Target, and recently, actually, I saw Surging Sparks Elite Trainer box on the shelves, and a whole bunch of them. I saw the V-Strikers tins, a whole bunch of them on the shelves at Target. I avoided them. I was like, you know what? I already have them. This is out of my budget. I have to look forward to the next sets that are coming out, Terrestrial Festival, or in this case, Prismatic Evolutions. I have to look forward to Trainer Journey Together, which is coming out in March. I have to look for the Japanese set Battle Partners, which is the English equivalent of Journey Together. Like, I have to look forward to these sets. Then there's like those small boxes that come out periodically throughout the year. I have to kind of focus my budget for that. So I can't impulse buy. Establishing a budget is very important. And then obviously, Pokemon card investing is continuous learning and research. So I've been spending more time on TCG Player. I've been spending more time on Collector and staying updated on market trends. I've been watching more YouTube videos and also following what other people are saying about the market trends and what their thoughts are. Collecting knowledge about different cards. And what I'm doing recently, yes, I know I'm seeing more, I'm more up to date with the recent cards, with the recent sets, but I also do want to dive into more vintage sets, 10 plus years, and see how those cards are performing on the market. And I also want to get into grading. I think grading is a crucial thing in the investment. That's what we're going to add to your collection too, and just grow in value. I think these types of techniques, they will improve your investment outcomes. So going into 2025, there's a lot of things great that's going to happen in the Pokemon TCG, but there are some things you want to avoid. Wrapping it up, overpaying for the hype, just the fear of missing out. Don't fall into the fear of missing out, and then ignoring the importance of grading, and then not having a budget. All right, I think those are our 4 main takeaways from this video, but I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, definitely be sure to let me know in the comments down below your thoughts, opinions, whatever it is. And even if I don't get to all of it, I still read each one. I may not be able to comment and reply to all of them, but I still read each and every one, so it really does help out the channel. And definitely be sure to share this video, because pushing my videos out to more people definitely does help the channel grow. Thank you all for subscribing. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers here on Dose of Pokemon. That's been it for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.